And it looked like Michael Jordan, trainer, has shared his thoughts about Caitlin Clark's injury and how he was able to transform MJ into the player we love today. So Caitlin Clark more than likely is going to miss yet another game. Now, many people have been speculating about her going to see other doctors, claiming that, the injury could be worse than what it is. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Now, I've been a strong advocate, me and one other person, about this Caitlin Clark adding this muscle to her body very quickly.
What do Michael Jordan's legendary trainer, Caitlin Clark's groin, and a swarm of panicked fans have in common? No, this isn't the setup for some bizarre late-night joke. It's actually happening, and it's getting intense. When the man who trained MJ starts hinting at injury trouble, people pay attention. Now, Caitlin Clark fans are sweating bullets like it's Game 7. So what exactly did he say? Why is the internet losing its mind? And how did groins suddenly become breaking news? Buckle up. This one's a serious stretch.
Let me ask y'all something. How come the NBA and these high profile Hall of Famers, Hall of Fame trainers, Hall of Fame coaches, they more concerned about my precious CC than the WNBA? You hear me? It just don't make sense to me. I don't think they really just understand what's going on. They don't appreciate her. She don't need them. They need her at the end of the day. Am I right or am I wrong? I'm waiting. I know I'm right.
She was on fire, straight NBA Jam mode. Draining logo threes, tossing floaters through traffic, and dropping dimes like she had eyes in her knees. And now we're supposed to buy that she's done for the season because her groin threw in the towel? That's the new storyline? Please. This comes right after she torched Team Brazil like it was a summer cookout. Go watch the footage. She was out there looking like Steph Curry with a vengeance.
Trainer did speak about Caitlin Clark actually putting on muscle, and he compared everything to Michael Jordan, how he was able to help him overcome his injury. So if you guys didn't know, MJ, his second year, because the NBA used to be just as physical, or if not more physical than the current WNBA. Now, the referees wasn't as bad. These are probably the worst referees we have seen in all of basketball ever, bro. Now, with all that being said, the homeboy over on Twitter, Mike, he put together a collection of tweets kind of breaking down his thoughts as well about this whole situation. He stated, "This is what I mean when I say I think Caitlin Clark adding a lot of muscle so quick may of impacting her mechanics, thus leading to so many soft tissue injuries."
What's crazy is how everyone from NBA Twitter to retired G League legends suddenly thinks they've got a PhD in sports medicine. Folks are out here diagnosing Caitlin like they're auditioning for House, MD, throwing around anatomy terms they couldn't point to on a chart. Meanwhile, the WNBA's keeping things tighter than a classified file. Lower body soreness. That's the whole update. That could mean anything, from a minor hamstring tweak to her soul just needing a weekend off.
What is it about Caitlin Clark? She's got it. She's got swagger. She's got, if you will, balls. She's tough. She's shrewd. She's not a good passer. She's all-time great. And she makes logo threes, and she makes them beautifully. She jump shoots the way Steph does from the logo, where she's not feet on the floor pushing set shots. She goes up, holds it, and flicks the wrist, and has incredibly underrated strength. She's just got all-time it factor. She's doing things on a nightly basis where you sit back and say, oh, she's selling them out like crazy. That's Jordan-esque.
But here's the kicker. When it comes to Caitlin Clark, it's the NBA guys who seem more invested than the actual league she plays in. You've got former NBA legends breaking down her injury status while the WNBA's PR team stays radio silent. What? Because even from the sidelines, Caitlin Clark commands more attention than half the league put together. Every camera gravitates toward her. Every storyline needs her. And her team? They're out here acting like they didn't just get bulldozed without her. It's like watching a rerun and pretending you don't know the ending. Spoiler alert, it's an L.
In your guys' opinion, do you feel like Caitlin Clark gets kind of targeted at some of these games, or it's just basketball?
Yeah, so she get targeted just like Jordan got targeted.
It's a privilege. You're the best player.
The Jordan rules. They got the Jordan rules. When you're so good, yeah, you're gonna get targeted.
Absolutely.
It just is what it is.
Absolutely.
Like come on, man. You gotta, like, when you at a disadvantage, like, I feel like, just like boxing or something. If you fighting against the best, You gotta do something and junk it up.
Rest and recuperate. Right? That's just the PR-friendly way of saying, we don't know how to handle this, so we're benching her and hoping you move on. Except nobody's moving on. Not when she's the only one making highlights that aren't sparked by fights or flops. They're banking on the noise fading if she stays out long enough, but it's backfiring. The longer she sits, the louder it gets. She wasn't injured against Brazil. She looked unreal. That wasn't a limping rookie. That was a walking glitch in the matrix. She was pulling up from the concession stand and splashing everything in sight. And now we're supposed to believe she woke up sore and suddenly can't play? What happened? She tripped over the hype. Her groin filed for early retirement? And yeah, fans are connecting the dots. Every time Caitlin starts to dominate, something mysterious happens. It's like the basketball gods, or maybe something else, decide she's getting too bright a spotlight. From borderline WWE takedowns on the court to a revolving door of lower body soreness, it's starting to feel less like bad luck and more like someone's got a Caitlin Clark bingo card, and they're just a couple squares away from calling it.
Why is that an issue? I asked this question respectfully, Nafisa, because I remember in the 80s, for example, when Magic Johnson and Larry Bird took the NBA by storm and they were winning championships, competing for championships, but then this dude named Michael Jordan came along. And Michael Jordan came along and he wasn't yet winning championships, but his popularity was so astronomical that the NBA practically marketed everything they could around this guy. So to know that there's an example like that as a shining example to be followed that could benefit the league, particularly down the road, why is that an issue when we've seen that such a marketing plan has worked in the past?
I don't think it's an issue. I do think Caitlin's a star. And like I said, people want to see her and we are trying to grow the league. Like you need
Let's be real. If Caitlin Clark were in the NBA, they'd have her in a cryogenic pod between games, flown out by 3 private jets, with a team of orthopedic wizards on standby. Custom groin therapy, hyperbaric chambers, and probably a NASA scientist or 2 running diagnostics. But in the WNBA, you get a single line, she's out. And if you're lucky, a blurry practice pic with a thumbs up emoji. It's the quiet quitting of injury updates. No timeline, no breakdown, just the vibes. And the vibes? Suspicious. Even when she was on the court, she was dragging that team into relevance through sheer willpower. Now that she's out, it's like someone yanked the plug mid-microwave, all that momentum gone in a flash. Meanwhile, NBA coaches are dissecting her film, and sports shows that haven't said the words women's basketball since the late 90s are suddenly running Caitlin highlight packages. It's borderline surreal, like she switched leagues and nobody told the league. And the calmness? That's the strangest part. Some people are way too comfortable with this rest of the season talk, like losing the sport's biggest draw is just another off day.
I'm just saying, I'm calling it how it is. Hey, she Nike material. We ain't talking Reebok. We ain't talking about Shaqs. We ain't talking about them type of shoes. You hear me? We ain't Reebok. You hear me? We talking about the CC effect. Caitlin Clark. Without her, nothing moves. It just makes me so upset. Like, see, people like me who appreciate the game, who have played the game and know what the game supposed to look like, understands my precious CC, Caitlin Clark, and the meaning of.
If an NBA rookie picked first overall even hinted at missing a game, ESPN would have drones circling their house and analysts running 24-hour coverage like it's breaking national security news. But Caitlin Clark? She gets one grainy practice clip and a press release that reads like it was drafted by a chatbot with low battery. But sure, tell us she's just being cautious. Rest is important. Got to protect the investment. That's the corporate spin. What fans are actually hearing is, we have no idea what's going on. Because if she was perfectly fine a week ago and now she's suddenly resting indefinitely, something's off. Either the league's being shady, or someone accidentally skipped 2 months on the calendar. This isn't just a player, it's a walking brand, a ratings magnet, a merch machine. You don't let your biggest draw just vanish with a vague statement. You fight to keep her on the floor. You find answers. You don't let the face of your league go from flamethrower to footnote.